Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have this look for you. I showed it to you first on Instagram. You guys really liked it, and I have the tutorial. It's super glam, super fall appropriate with those warm tones and that dark lip. So let's get started. First, I am priming my eyes. I'm going to jump back to my skin here in a second, but I prime my eyes first and then I set with a translucent powder. To prime my eyes, I used a concealer as always. Jumping into skincare, I'm using this Drink Up mask from Origins, really good for dry skin. A vitamin A eye gel under my eyes. This one is by Retinol. I bought it at Kohl's. I just kind of tap it into my under eye, and then this way, before I do my face stuff, my skin has time to soak that up, and then this is just like a skin brightener. Also has retinol. Retinol is kind of an active ingredient that helps fight against wrinkles. Not that I have any, but I'm starting this routine while I can. So on to the makeup look. I am using the Morphe 3502 and I'm going in with that orange shade. I just went for it, and I will also leave the brushes that I used linked down below too. I am starting this off in my crease and just kind of building this color up. It's pretty much all the way to my inner corner, all the way to outer corner. I will be going back into this later to intensify it, I'm sure. So yeah, just keep working like that. And then, just on the very upper parts, I go in with a large fluffy brush that I got from BH Cosmetics. And now, even bolder, we're going into the red. I am using a smaller, smidgen more defined brush to put that into my crease. I'm pretty much putting it right on top of the orange. So once I get that in, I go back in with my original brush and a little bit of that orange shade just to kind of help blend the two colors together. I really wanted this pop of color to be showing up in my crease at the end. So yes, right now we look a little crazy. We're not sure what's going on, but we're going to make it work. I decided I need a brown, and I am pretty much just running that in my crease with a a more defined brush than I definitely had been using. And then at this outer corner here, I'm kind of making this outer V that connects pretty much all the way to my inner corner. Again, you know, we're going for drama here today, so don't be afraid to play around with your color placements. And then I do go into a orange toned brown, and I am kind of just helping to blend that with the red. So I have a shade in between the red and the super dark brown. And now I'm just blending, 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 honey. Next, cut crease time, super easy. Put some concealer on that lash line and look up, and boom, you got your stamp right where you need to cut, and then you just kind of connect the dots, and that's how you do a cut crease. I chose to do a halfway one just because I like the way that looks better on me. This look would be gorgeous if you went all the way and did the little flick at the outer corner. If you do it, let me know how that works out for you, because that'd be really pretty. And now I'm just using, I believe it's a pressed pigment. I got it from Morphe last year. It's really pretty. I thought the gold would be super appropriate, as opposed to, like, you know, a light shimmery champagne color. Bronze would also be really pretty, or even if you did like a bronze shimmer on that outer half, that would be really, really pretty. I just needed a little bit of a darker brown that I felt like was not in the Morphe 3502 palette. So I picked up this one from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, so we're still in the same brand. And I am kind of just blending that into my outer corner. I'm not really bringing it super far in, obviously. I'm not bringing it high up in my crease. We do want this definition there. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. For the first half of my lid, I decided to go in with the lighter shimmer in that palette, in the Morphe 3502 palette, just to give myself a little bit of contrast. It doesn't make, you know, a wild, huge difference, but it did make just a little one, and I really liked it. After this is done, I'm going in and I'm cleaning up my under eye, and I'm adding a wing. A wing is totally optional. It would also be, let's see, I'm pretty sure I'm using a dark brown here. I'm going to have to go back in and double check. Yeah, that's totally dark brown. It would be really pretty and classic if you used black, but I thought the dark brown would be a nice twist on the look. You know what I'm saying? For primer, I'm using my NYX Pore Filler. My face wasn't feeling super dry since I had done my skincare just before I started my eyes. I'm pretty much focusing that in my T-zone and my chin. And then I'm going in with foundation. I'm pretty sure this is the Maybelline Fit Me. If not, it is the NARS Radiant, that new one, you know, the long wear one. kind of the same idea for both of them. I love to be dewy. I mixed two not foundations, nope, concealers here. They're both Maybelline Fit Me. One I think is the shade 5 and one is probably the shade 10, just to give me a nice highlight. I am contouring. You know you got to hit that jawline, sister. Very important for me, at least. I don't know about you guys, but I am using the LA Girl concealer to go ahead and contour. Doing my cheekbones, temples. I'll do my nose. I'm not sure if I have showed it, but I did do my nose because this is full glam. We're not messing around. To set my under eye, I'm using the Ben Nye No Color Powder or Translucent Powder. It's one or the other, but it's the same idea. Yeah, and now we're just going back in. I'm starting off with that orange and a little bit more of a flatter brush, but still a fluffy brush to buff that onto my lower lash line. I didn't go super duper crazy in terms of my lower lash line. I kind of tried to keep it simple. I am using the first brown shade that I used to go ahead and just deepen up that lower lash line, give myself a little bit more contrast, and then we're just kind of blending those two together. I decided to go with a nude on my lower lash line just because it was still daytime, and a lot of times those dark tones, if you already have small eyes, will make your eyes look smaller, so we had to open those bad boys up. I used the Total Temptation mascara from Maybelline, which is great on its own on my top and bottom lashes, and then I just added some wispies from Salon Perfect, which will also be linked down below. Now for my eyebrows, if you've been watching my channel for the longest time, you know I do my eyebrows first and then I do my eyes. But however, I saw this thing on Instagram where if you've been liking the natural look, do a little bit of concealer under your brow and then use clear lash glue, put it on your eyebrow and just comb it up, and honestly, tip of the year. I mean, I've been doing this every day now for work, for going out. It just looks so good. Look at him. I'm so proud that that's my eyebrow, and it takes like 5 seconds to do. So that's what I've been doing for my brows recently, and that's the look I'm going for, that natural, fluffy, feathered look. Anyway, now that I'm done raving, inner eye highlight, try to stick to the gold tone family. I didn't want to do anything that was, you know, super light. So I used that shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette and then did that as my brow bone highlight as well. To kind of set or layer my contour, I used the Bahama Mama bronzer from The Balm. She's gorgeous. We love her. I have been using that shade for years for my contour. It is my powder contour of choice. For blush, I wanted a little bit darker than I usually do, so I'm using Rose de Oro, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. It's really pretty. Highly recommend. For highlight, I also tried to switch it up. I have this Cargo Illuminating HD palette. This gives you a really nice highlight without packing on, you know, like an insane amount of punch, because I do want the focus to be on my eyes here. So this just gives you a really nice, light, pretty glow. And then I'm obviously doing the rest of my face. As you guys saw, we love a nose highlight, Cupid's bow. It's important. So now, once my highlight is on, I go ahead and set my face using the Rose Water Spray from Mario Badescu. Still don't know how to say it, haven't figured it out. And now I am just patting my sponge around my face to soak up any excess product and to really melt everything into my skin. The lip I used is Diva from MAC. And this is the finished look. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.